is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 26 of the Nightly Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with Dave and Chris. As you can see, or I don't even know if you'd actually be able to see, but if you're smart enough, we're on Zoom tonight. We're not using our usual Riverside. Do you guys like the Zoom? Are you feeling the Zoom?
I was just fed up with Riverside. Got to cancel that subscription. They don't have it figured out yet.
Let's not set you up for a defamation lawsuit, though. So our friends at Riverside, not our favorite, but we're moving on.
They're not our friends. They just took our money and then messed up our podcast a whole bunch.
Well, valid.
You just sign up. It's not like we owe them anything. They didn't sell this to us.
Yeah, but we gave them money and it was bad. So
anyway, that's what I'm saying.
Anyway.
But Dave, you weren't on yet when Chris and I were talking. What does your company use as an internal software? You guys, Outlook Teams company?
We're a Microsoft Teams company. I had a little Teams call today, actually.
Do you like Teams?
It's fine.
Have you been in your travels? Have you only experienced Teams, or have you had some? Have you been a Google, like a Google Cloud company where you're?
Yep. So,
because I do not like Google Meet.
So I have only used Teams in my couple jobs that I've had, but the Missouri court system uses WebEx. So if you've ever dabbled with that, and then depositions are always done on Zoom, which is what we're on now. So if they're not in person. So I am well traveled in the video conferencing software community.
How come it's never easy? If you're an Outlook company and a client, for example, is hey, do you mind if I use Zoom? It's never simple.
Yeah. So I have actually a great story regarding exactly that, because there's this one guy that works for our company, but I don't work with him very often. He's kind of just a sales rep that I work with sometimes. And he always has his camera with a virtual background on.
Mm-hmm.
We had to meet with these clients and they were a Google Meet company. So we had to use Google. And so he didn't have it set up. So he joined the meeting, didn't have the virtual background, the messiest room behind him I've ever seen in my life. I was of course he has that virtual background on. He was not prepared for it.
I was just about to ask, are you guys virtual background people?
No.
I'm not. I mean, I got nothing behind me, but
yeah. Well, if I'm at home and I get on there, I have one blank wall in my basement. So I sit in front of that and just have a blank wall. And then
why don't you just sit where you're sitting right now?
I could. Bubba Watson hanging out back there.
Yeah, express your personality.
Well, if I'm in the office, I have a big signed jersey behind me. So
what jersey is it?
Brett Hull.
Oh, it's pretty
solid
cool.
One.
Yep, that's a solid
one. That guy drinks.
That guy does drink. Holy cow, that guy's a legend. I heard a story about him the other day. I won't get into the weeds on it, but I heard a story about him the other day, and I don't think he is low key the John Daly of hockey.
Yeah, for sure.
And I won't take that Paul Bissonnette on Spittin' Chicklets is actually who called him that.
Oh.
He said that he was I feel like they were interviewing Justin Thomas on Spittin' Chicklets, and he's feel like Brett Hull is the John Daly of the NHL. And he's yeah, I've played with both of them and they're pretty similar.
That's a pretty sick thing to be able to say.
I also feel that era of hockey, there was probably a couple guys that fit the bill there.
Yeah, probably.
Anytime any of those guys on Spittin' Chicklets or just in general, you hear an interview with them, I'm sure it's that with every sport, just a completely different era.
An absolute boozer.
I guess probably the biggest difference would be that I feel hockey, John Daly, is open about the fact that he didn't really practice much and kind of just didn't really care and was awesome. I don't think you can really do the same thing for hockey. You still have to be able to.
Well, apparently Brett Hull walked out of multiple practices and was I'm going to play golf. He was going at it with our coach, the Blues coach though at the time.
What time do you think they practice?
Morning I don't know. Morning skates. Yeah.
Most of the time?
10 a.m.
So.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They have 10 a.m. practice, but apparently hockey practices are only
an hour.
Yeah.
30 minutes, couple drills.
Yep. And
Can't
like
gas the
through some
boys.
lines.
when it comes to the NHL, at least they're like, yeah, 30-minute practice, go home.
Do you think they work out before practice or afterwards?
That probably
I
depends
believe
on the guy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
In the day.
I mean, if I was an NHL guy and had 10 a.m. practice, guarantee you I'd be an after practice guy because I'm sleeping till 9:15 and showing up right as practice starts.
I think that might be why you're not an NHL guy.
There's about a 90.
It's holding you back.
That's it.
That's all. That's all it is.
Not the fact that I can't skate. Not the fact that I'm unathletic.
Can't ice skate at all,
dude. I have a story for every. I have another story. I'm a storyteller, obviously.
That's the great thing about podcasts is perfect place to tell a story.
Dude, I tried to go ice skating like one time, and I put those skates on at Steinberg Ice Rink in St. Louis, and then tried to stand up from the bench I was sitting on. And anybody who knows me knows that I have some of the weakest ankles in the business. I broke one of them one time in college. The other one is just non-existent. I don't even think there's any like tendons left in there. And I literally stood up and I looked like a baby deer trying to stand up. Like I'm like wobbling and I couldn't even walk. Like I couldn't even take one step. I was like, I'm not even going out there. I'm done.
Didn't have the balance. Chris, you're pretty solid on skates, aren't you?
Yeah, I do enjoy a good skate. I played a lot of roller hockey growing up. The Rink Rats. Was on a couple teams there.
Okay.
And that translated to the ice pretty well. I'm not on the Marquette Mustang guys levels, but I can hold my own out on the rink.
I feel like I've been to Steinberg with you, and I remember you cutting it up a little bit.
I'm like a Michael Scott on the ice.
Okay.
Like,
okay. I like that. I like that.
If you brought your talents to St. Louis sometime, I have all the goalie gear. We have a couple boys who enjoy playing a little roller hockey.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
Maybe
find a frozen pond in the winter.
Whoa. Me and Sam bought rollerblades to play roller hockey with Mitch and Dave, and we played one time, and we haven't played yet again since. And I bring it up, I'm like, hey, we got to get out there. There's a roller rink like 5 minutes from my house, not even.
I bought all the goalie gear.
Are we talking pickup games or like internal games against ourselves?
It was just Dave and Net, and that's just pepper and pucks at them.
Yeah, I looked like someone had because I don't have. So I say I have all the goalie gear. I don't have a chest protector, so I literally went out there, and the next day I looked like someone had been pelting me with baseballs in my stomach.
The Happy Gilmore and the batting cage.
Yep.
Yep. That's what it looked like.
Boy, so I was asking you guys a lot of questions last night, and I want to take some of them to the pod. Because we kind of didn't go into detail on a lot of them, but what is your guys' standard order of operations when you get into the shower? Like, what's the order?
We're big on that on this podcast. We talked about how often we wash our towels. We're big on shower talk here.
Yeah. Hey, it's locker room talk.
Yeah.
This is locker room talk.
Just some boys being boys.
First of all, shower's the first thing I do in the morning. Bathroom shower.
Same.
God, I'm not even alive until I shower.
Same.
I go in. I don't go straight into the water, which I thought was interesting. What you said, Adam, is like you go like face first. I go in facing away.
Same.
Turn into it. Get nice and cozy.
Back up
also,
into
because this is a little embarrassing, but
cozy.
When you guys visited, what rooms did you guys shower in? Did either of you shower in the master bathroom?
I stayed in that. Dave? Stayed in that room.
Yeah, we both did.
So we both
shower in there.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that you can't adjust the temperature? That knob is broken. So it's
I feel like I remember that
scalding hot because that's what Alexa loves. And somehow it like rusted shut at like scalding hot. So I have to like go in and essentially like acclimate to this
just like slowly,
insane heat and then like slowly like turn into it. And then I go hair and then head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah. I do remember that. And I think I loved it because I'm a big like scorcher. Like I'm fine like burning my skin off almost, so that's good with me. I actually, since you sent that this morning, I got in the shower and thought about it. Like And I was a little wrong in my thought process. So I go like body, face, and head, and then lower half
Yeah.
last. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would say I do too.
Yeah. So I go mid, up, down.
So I get in there. I'm a shampoo. Well, not like immediately.
Hold
I
on.
get
No,
myself.
start from the beginning. How are we entering?
Okay, so I walk into the shower, turn it
Okay.
on. I let it like hit my feet.
Whoa. Hold on.
You turn
you're
it
not-
on after you
You're
get
not
in the shower.
turning on your shower before
No.
you get in?
What?
Wow.
Walk in, turn it on,
Wow.
and then I stand in the back and let it just like hit my feet until I feel that it's warm.
No.
Then I walk into the water, I get the face, and then I turn around. So I'm after like the initial entry, I'm back to the water the rest of the time.
What's the warm-up timing? Like,
Yeah.
are you
doesn't-
stand there for about 2 minutes?
No, it doesn't take very long.
Oh, see, mine takes. I feel like it takes a second, but
Well,
So-
when you live in a real big house, it's farther away from the water heater, so you don't have to. That's what takes it so long to get heated up. Not everyone lives in a mansion.
I also get up in the morning after Kristen, so she's already like run the water. Like it's
that's fair. Yeah,
it's had its time.
it's in
And
the
then
pipes.
I'm a shampoo, conditioner, face, body.
I have a confession. I don't wash my hair every day because when I do,
You're not supposed to.
yeah, when I do it, like when I wash my hair, it won't do what I need it to do. So
I know
like,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So
Because
like,
then it's clean.
well,
No, it just loses the texture. It loses
It
like
loses-
it loses some volume.
and
I'm-
if you
I-
like see my hair on the days that I wash it, I mean, it like flattens out big time. And then when it dries, it frizzes out. Oh, so it flattens, then frizzes. And
A little
versus-
flat and frizz.
Yeah, and then I read a thing too where if you don't wash your hair every day, it lasts longer. And if I can't lose this head of hair.
You're supposed to condition every day, not shampoo every day.
Yeah,
I think
well,
is what the truth, but
I mean, I think
who knows?
depending on what you want to do, whatever narrative you want to believe, I think you can find the articles out there that support you.
You
yeah.
think so?
I do.
You
I
think
think
it's like
that's
a
pretty much anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what the true science behind
There's a
that
lot
is.
of flat Earth articles out there that you could use to support that argument. So if there's articles on that, then I think there's articles on keeping your hair.
Are you guys once a day showers, twice a day shower?
I'm a once in the
Not
morning guy.
necessarily consistent. Depends what you do that day.
yeah.
That's
The
true.
workouts affects it a lot, right? Like if I'm working out and I get super sweaty, I'm definitely gonna take a shower. But
'Cause
ideally,
I'm a pretty consistent shower in the morning,
Yeah.
and then because I go to the gym after work, shower after the gym.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're just using all the water in the world.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
okay.
want to get.
You
I don't
deserve
want to
it.
don't want to get into my bed all dirty.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gross.
Makes sense. And there's not, I am a shower every morning guy. Like Chris said earlier, I have to. But there's nothing quite like the feeling of going to bed right after a shower. You just feel so clean and like the bed feels softer and all that. So
See, I hate wet hair, even like a damp or moist hair feeling on a pillow. Not a fan.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
That's probably my acoustic side, though.
excuse me.
What does that mean?
My acoustic side.
Yeah,
what
what's
does
that mean?
Is that what all the
you
kids
guys
are
know-
saying?
Yeah, I'm a little bit acoustic.
I don't know what that means.
I'm
Is that
thinking-
like
Look it
zesty?
up.
I'm thinking acoustics like in a room. The acoustics
No.
are nice, or an acoustic set for
Vodka muscle milks. Let's talk about it.
Oh, speaking of, so the Spit and Chicklets podcast I was talking about earlier with Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas told this hilarious story about getting kidnapped by Ernie Els, another golfer, and Ernie Els made him drink vodka muscle milks. Are you on the vodka muscle milk train or not?
I would try it. I'm interested, but like you can't have a lot of them. I mean, this thing has 30 grams of protein. I can't have 4 of these in a night. That's 120 grams of protein.
Is
What's
a
wrong with
Fairlife?
that?
That's a
Dang.
Fairlife. Yeah.
Is this podcast brought to you by Fairlife?
I wish, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wish.
They're such a good deal. You know, the pallets sell out at Costco in like 3 days. It's crazy. They limit 2 per customer.
I I've never known somebody who
Like
drinks
2
Fairlife
boxes,
like you do.
not 2 individual Fairlives, right?
It's just really high quality protein. And it's good.
It's Costco, so it has to be bulk.
Yeah.
How many are in a pack?
18, I think.
So by limiting 2 per customer, you're still getting 36, right?
36.
So that's all right.
How many days does that last you?
Good. That's a long time. That's 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
1 a day, 1 Fairlife, sometimes 2 if you're feeling crazy.
Yeah, definitely 1 in the morning most days, and then sometimes I'll sneak 1 at lunch if I don't feel like making something, I'll have that. And then I get those, like, I don't know if you've ever tried the perfect bars, but there's like a bunch of really
I've
good
had
stuff in
those.
them. They're actually really high calorie, but there's a lot of good stuff in them for you. So I'll have 1 of those. And then another go-to for me is like the apple juice, like pouches for kids. I love
Oh,
those.
those things are
I don't-
applesauce or
Like the-
applesauce. What did I say?
Yeah,
Apple juice.
apple juice.
No, applesauce. But it's the adult version, so it's like fruits and veggies.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
that I'll throw that together. That's like my go-to. Like, I don't have anything or I don't have a lot of time. Throw those things together. Maybe throw a clementine in there, and that's my lunch for that day.
I was gonna say this brings up a great topic that I would love to talk about. Are you guys meal preppers? Is your lunch consistent week in, week out, or depends on what you have in the house?
It depends.
I skip
I'm a big
lunch
sandwich guy.
Yeah, I skip lunch more than I should.
Same.
It's not
so
good.
easy to just skip lunch and then pig out at dinner.
It's not
but
good.
It's bad. But
I run into that trap also, and then with my job, like it'll be one of those things where I have every intention of eating lunch, and then it's like I get super busy, and then the next thing I know, it's like 3 o'clock, and I haven't eaten lunch.
well, yeah, you guys know I have the ADHD, so like when I lock in, and then like I can't get distracted, otherwise I'm off in la la land for the rest of the day. So that's why I like lock in, and I just miss lunch way too much. But to your question, not a meal prepper. Really wish I was, and also interested in trying out some subscription meal delivery services. With how much price, like grocery prices are getting up to nowadays, it just seems like you can say it like
it's not a terrible deal.
crazy, like,
Inflation. Yeah. Inflection. Yeah, those things are convenient too because it comes prepackaged. Some of them are prepackaged, or some of them like give you some of the ingredients and you have to add some also. But I've done them before, and you microwave them up.
Yeah.
But sometimes they taste good. What are you laughing at? Sometimes they taste good. Sometimes they are.
Yeah, they're hit or miss.
I'm laughing because of how accurate the TikTok For You page gets, because I saw one the other day, and it, like, some of them, like, they're so accurate that like it hits home a little bit, and you're like, oh, okay, like I definitely qualify as this. And it came on, and it was just guy on the screen, and he goes, "Do you actually cook, or do you just heat things up? Think about it. Do you ever cook, or do you just heat things up?" And I was like, damn, I'm a big heater upper guy. Like, the microwave and the oven is doing a lot of the work for me. I'm not, the skillet's not getting touched that often.
What are you heating up?
I don't know, man. Just frozen dinners and pizzas and
there you go.
Frozen dinner. Well, Adam,
frozen
you're like
dinners and pizzas.
Adam, you're like almost a full-on chef. Like,
yeah, I cook a lot.
You cook all the time.
But I run into the problem with lunch specifically where I either don't prepare enough food or I prepare way too much food, and then I'm just like super sleepy the rest of the day, or I'm super hungry the rest of the day. I haven't found like that sweet spot yet that just like I'm the perfect amount of full.
Adam, do your parents listen to this podcast at all?
I would say no.
Probably no. Just thinking Phil sees this and he shows up tomorrow with one of those turkey subs.
With a fresh turkey sub. And either orange Powerade or a light blue Gatorade, goldfish, or baked barbecue chips and a granola bar.
Have we talked about that before?
Yeah,
we have. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I ate that meal from like 6th grade all the way through high school.
What a legendary dad. What a great father. Wow.
Shout out, Phil.
Whenever my mom would make me lunch a lot in high school, but whenever my dad did, he would write a note. It was always the coolest thing. He would write a little note. It would be like, David, comma, enjoy your lunch. Love, Dad. I was
Shout out-
like,
freaking Larry. What a
See,
guy.
my dad never made me lunch, but if he did, he would put like a bill in it and be like, "This was $7. That's how much you owe me."
oh no, you owe me for this lunch.
What was in your guys' mind, and it should be this should be a unanimous answer here. What was the best lunch shift in high school? Like which time slot was the best lunch?
Oh, now I'm worried. I don't know.
I thought
I
the
think I know.
second, but
Oh, I was gonna say third.
it
I
could
was-
be.
I was gonna say 2 as well, just
Yeah,
because it
duh.
split your class in half.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I forgot that's the answer.
So
Yeah,
like
For
that
sure, that's the answer.
fourth period felt like the shortest thing of all time, because also in high school we got like 20 minutes for lunch, which
I know.
like
Well,
just sometimes to get through line it took that long.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
No, I forgot about how it split, but we were all correct in the fact that one was definitely the worst.
Yeah, you were
Oh,
eating lunch
yeah.
at like
It's like the
10:50.
episode. It's the Office episode
Yep.
where Jim's eating his lunch at 10:30 a.m. and he's
Yep.
like, I feel like the first 2 hours go a lot faster than the last 6.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 10:45 and you're going to lunch. It was terrible.
The second is always the best, though.
Yeah, especially if it was a day that like for your fourth period you had like a test. So like which usually they then put you in first or third lunch.
Yeah.
But I feel like before they were smart enough to do that, I feel like I remember having a lunch that got split in half and I was just like, okay, I'll just find all of the right answers for the ones that I don't remember.
You should just not say that out loud. You cheat.
Oh, what are they gonna do?
You cheat.
Go back and change my high school psychology grade?
I didn't. You took psychology in high school?
Yeah, just regular psych, not AP. I wasn't a smart boy.
I took it at community college my senior year of high school for college credit.
I took it in college, and then I had to
I
take
also
two.
took it in college as a general elective.
What did you
I had
guys
to
learn
take
about? Tell me one
Well-
thing you remember from psychology.
Mm.
Freud.
I-
Come on, there's the clear answer here. Everyone
Freud.
remembers this one.
Your ego.
No, Pavlov's dogs.
I don't remember that.
What?
I
I remember the
Pavlov.
term. I remember the term, but I don't remember what it was.
It was just the bell. He rang the bell every time it was time for dinner, and then he rang
Oh.
the bell, and the
Oh.
dogs started salivating
because they
because
made
they
the
associated it
connection.
with dinner.
Yeah.
See, I remember more. So I had to take 2 psych classes in college, and the first one's the general one. And then the second one was an elective psychology class, and I did sports psychology, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. It was all about, we talked a lot about youth sports and overbearing parents, but then also we talked about like going at refs, and then it was like the mental side of sports and not like getting overwhelmed and all that. It was an interesting class. I was in there with a bunch of athletes. So
You're an athlete, Dave.
yeah, kind of.
Put them on skates.
That's when I'm at my least athletic. But it was a
Speaking
cool
of
class.
which, pure athleticism, golf.
Dude.
Is golf season as it hit you boys?
It
Yeah.
has.
Yeah.
I mean, TPC Sawgrass just looks so beautiful on TV.
Oh,
That white sand, everything's perfect, and it's just like it's golf time. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I had it on today. I am so far. So, Adam, I know you don't watch it, but the Full Swing show on Netflix, I watched the whole second season this week, and the show is incredible, first of all. And then, second of all, it just put me in this mental state where all I could think about is golf. And then the players started today.
What a
And-
tournament.
And I'm like, oh, look at that golf course. I'm watching all the guys, and I'm like, the ESPN Plus making it to where you can watch like
The
whoever you
groups
want
you
to
Featured
want.
watch.
groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that is so clutch. Like, I love it.
Did you happen to see that Max Homa shot from the pine straw
Yep.
onto the green for eagle? Wow.
Yep. Wow.
What a shot. And I watched that and I thought to myself, I could never be a professional golfer because I would be creaming over myself for the next 15 minutes about that shot
Yeah.
and then miss both putts. Like I'd be like,
Yep.
that was the greatest shot I've ever hit in my life. Like riding so high.
I feel like anytime I've ever hit an amazing shot, that's always how it is. Like that's all I'm thinking about, even as I'm putting, and then for perfect example, I am notoriously terrible when groups in front of us ask us to play through.
Of
I
course.
do not like people watching me, especially strangers. So this was just Dave and I. We were playing a course here, and it's a short par 4, and I drive the green, and I probably have like a 15-foot eagle putt, 3-putt.
Yeah, classic
Yep.
Chris.
One, I got the people watching me. One, I'm so excited
Classic
because I'm like,
Chris.
with these people watching me, I just drove the green. And then,
I
like,
remember
in
that.
fear of blowing it past, I like leave it so short.
You
And
make
then
it halfway to the hole.
Yep. And then I
you-
overcompensate
then
and
you
hit the next one
overcompensate.
long.
You're about 3 feet, 4 feet long, and then you
Yep.
just barely miss that one, and it's a
Yep.
tap in, but you 3-putted for bogey.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. It's I don't know. Dude, I'm like ready to get out there and just
All right, let's go.
start playing.
Night golf.
Night golf.
Have you
Have
got
y'all
any
ever
rounds
done
in yet?
that?
I have not,
Go ahead, sorry.
because I knew what you were about to say. No, I have not done night golf.
I haven't either. You use those terrible golf balls with glow sticks in the
The
middle.
little glowy balls.
No,
Or you can just go to a lit golf course.
yeah, like the ones in Japan, those look sick. Like where they
Yeah.
have like the baseball stadium lights up, like those look
Yep.
really cool. I don't know why
Or
there's not more of those.
The last match also was at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a lit course. But what were you getting ready to ask? Sorry, Adam.
Have Dave, I know because I've gotten out with you once. Have you guys played any rounds so far this year?
Just
Outside of
once.
the one we've played, Dave?
Just
I have
once.
not.
We
I
were
have
playing
not.
in probably 20-mile-per-hour winds standard, and then there was gusts up to 30. So it was just kind of like I felt like it was a waste of time to even be out there. And then my back started hurting, so I only played like 13 holes, and then I just rode with my brother-in-law for the rest of it, and just
Yeah.
watched him hack around the course. But I don't know. I got to get back in the groove.
Wait, you stopped mid-round? Hold on.
Yeah,
we
I just
need to
gave
back
up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Just wasn't worth it.
Because I was like, I'm not gaining anything from this because the wind is just so crazy. I'm hacking around right now. I'm not playing well. You know, it's early in the season. Then my back started hurting, and I was just like, this is just not worth it for me to keep playing anymore. I did hit one sick shot, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. That was sick. I'm
You're
done.
ending
Like,
on
I'm
that
good.
one?
Yeah.
Dude, if I quit every time something started hurting or the wind was blowing or I was playing like crap, I'd never finish a round. Ever.
Yeah.
That would honestly, yeah. But where'd you play?
Palmer Hills.
Nice.
It's $28.
Oh, okay.
Same
So you
price
weren't
for
out-
9 and 18. So
You weren't out much.
No.
No. I need to go. I was looking at the PGA Tour schedule. I want to go to an event this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one. I might go to St. Jude's in Memphis. That's
well,
not too bad.
you know, there were some discussions this week
yeah.
about the Quad City Invitational, and I almost mentioned this, but I didn't because I just thought no one would be interested. But the John Deere Classic is up here. We could do that. And
When
is
is it?
It's July 4th weekend.
I'll be in-
That's
I'll
why
be-
I didn't mention it. 'cause I
I'll
was
be in
like,
Italy.
Nobody's coming up to Iowa for the 4th of July.
Adam, cancel your Italy trip to go to the Quad Cities.
We're postponing the honeymoon. We're coming to the Quad Cities. Better pizza there anyway.
Yeah.
Better pizza, Papa John's.
Yeah. Better ingredients. But anyway, so back to the Players Championship, though. Chris, me and you were talking a little bit about who we think is going to win this thing.
Yeah, I literally sent you analysis. Dave was like, what do you think about this? And I said, it's so hard to bet on golf, so let's break it down. I went back and looked at the past 3 winners of TPC Sawgrass and where they ranked in strokes gained segments. And the past 3 winners all ranked highest, or their best categories were strokes gained on approach and strokes gained tee to green.
Okay.
Tom Hodge is the number 1 in the PGA right now for approach. So I said, take Tom Hodge as a lock at plus 600 for a top 10 finish. And Dave just ignored me.
Well, in my defense and in support of your analysis,
Sure.
you did also point out that Xander Schauffele
Yeah.
is pretty high up there
Yeah.
in approach. And so I picked him to win. And right now, after day one, when we're recording this, he is tied for first.
Yep.
So I didn't
A lot of
ignore
golf.
your analysis. I was just not big on old Tommy Hogue. I'm going Hogue.
Oh, I thought it. Wait, there's no D in it.
There's no D. You kept spelling it with a D, but there's no D.
Yeah, okay,
I believe
so
it's
it is Hogue.
Hage.
Hoagie.
But
Is
don't
it
don't
Hoagie?
don't rely on me for pronunciation after last week's showing with that one word.
I don't even remember what it was.
Oh, I do.
Maestro.
Maestro.
A maestro.
That's what I said was maestro, and you guys were like, "What word are you saying?"
You said it so confidently too, and Chris both just like, what?
Hey, the Italian pronunciation is closer to maestro than maestro.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was last week. So I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I did not ignore your analysis. I feel good about Xander Schauffele. I felt good about Sahith Theegala, but he's not coming out too hot. And I felt okay about Justin Thomas, and he came out even colder. So,
And you took them all as winners.
Yep.
You can't. That's just you can't do that with golf.
Well,
It's impossible to predict the winner
just
of golf
simply not.
tournaments. It is. It
I've
just
won
simply
it.
is. Unless you're taking favorites.
I took Colin Morikawa to win the PGA Championship when it was in San Francisco, and he won. He won, and I've done it. I've done it before, so
Been there,
I
done
won't
that,
stop. I
guess.
won't stop.
He just wants the big winner.
Exactly.
But
And
it's
I'm
not even that big of a winner. Xander to win was plus 900, and Tom Hogue is plus 600 for a top
Hage.
10 finish.
Hoagie.
Hoagie.
Old
Hog.
Hoagie.
I'm just gonna call him Hog. Tom Hog.
No,
Tom
Tom Hog.
I like it.
No, I agree. You're right.
Thank you.
And maybe you're gonna prove me wrong.
And maybe you'll prove me wrong. And honestly, that's ideal for you to prove me wrong. So
Chris, what'd you bet on?
nothing.
You just nothing.
He
I
just
forgot.
gave analysis.
You were just
I was
helping
gonna
a boy
ride
out.
with everything with Dave, but then I forgot. So oh well.
That'll happen.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Just save
Plus,
the money.
you guys know I've been riding the free bet train, and I ain't got none. So
I keep telling you, you can make accounts in my name.
I can't though.
Dude, I heard about this big scandal with people doing that. And I think it was a guy in Iowa. I don't know for sure.
I think his name was Chris Jablonski.
Did someone just knock on the door?
But I saw an article and it was like they considered it identity theft because he was using other people's names to get free bets.
Okay,
Well,
well,
we-
yeah, you can't.
We got
do
video
that.
proof of me saying it's okay.
No,
Yeah.
okay. So, but you have to like put in social security numbers and say like this is you. So that's why like
111
it's technically not me. Alexa is I hand the phone to Alexa. She logs in, and then she hands it back to me because we know that the TV and like all of our other devices are recording. And she hands it back and she goes, "Hey, Chris, do you have any good ideas for things to bet on?" And I go, "Yeah." And then I tap them and then I hand it back to her and she clicks submit.
You guys are taking all the right steps, all the
All the
necessary
precautions.
precautions. Yeah, you
That's
guys are
one of
doing
the
it right.
most believable stories I think I've ever heard. I loved every second.
I'm buying
of
it. I'm buying it.
Love it.
All right. So I sent you guys a video this week, and it was another podcast, and it was a group of guys, and it was asked, what is a song that makes you feel zesty? So I want to know what your guys' zesty songs are.
Chris?
Listen up, y'all, because
Because this is it.
The beat that I'm banging is delicious.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Definition, make them boys go loco.
So when I saw the video, this was immediately the first song that I thought of.
I can't hear it.
Can't hear anything.
Crazy little bird inside my window. They told me I don't need to worry.
This is just
Wow.
subjectively a good song.
So that was the
I know.
what do
first
you mean?
one.
What do you mean by zesty?
I know.
Like just like gets you in your feels a little
Zesty
bit.
makes me feel like
You know what mine is?
What's
you know what
Zesty?
mine is?
I can't hear it, Dave.
Still can't hear anything.
You can't
No.
hear this at all.
No, nothing. So how I picked up on it, I still can't hear it, Dave.
What?
How I
Oh, you
picked,
know what it is? Oh, sorry.
what my thought on what Zesty was maybe like not what you would call like guy songs.
Oh, okay. So just like
well, mine's perfect as soon as I can get it to play.
see,
you know,
when I
we're-
think of Zesty, I think of like Salt Bay. I think of like
Salt.
your
Bay.
hips are moving, your
Okay.
shoulders are shaking a little bit. Like you're feeling zesty.
Just
You
a little
know-
zest.
I'm gonna be honest. This is Zoom takes out. All right, can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Do you know this song?
No.
Not yet. I do know this one.
The potential breakup song by Allie and
This
AJ?
is the potential. That's a good one.
Can you guys hear this?
Yes.
This one's a little zesty.
So that's more of the wavelength that I'm on.
Okay.
Yep.
So then another one I had, just another classic.
Yeah, we can't hear anything.
I
We might have
can't.
to. We might have to set up professional audio and audio settings.
No,
I'm-
you know what it is? It's on Zoom. I have.
Is it
it's
canceling the
selected where
background noise?
Cancels background
Yeah.
noise. I had to change it.
It's doing a good job.
I was
is.
gonna say. Either way, it was One Step at a Time by Jordan Sparks.
This is my current one, like new song. Little Drake. Dude, this was a bop.
All right,
I feel
like we got to do this real quick. Let's rank top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
just a
Like,
180.
Our own individual top
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
Oh, all right, and it's not.
We can do
draft,
top
can
3.
just-
No, yeah, just
Yeah.
go ahead.
I
'Cause I
read
was
it.
talking about this the other day. You go first, Dave.
All right, Kanye, Drake, and Eminem.
In that order?
Kanye, no, in correct order: Kanye, Eminem, Drake. For me,
Wow.
I do really like
The
old
old Kanye?
Kanye.
yeah,
old
but
Kanye.
I'll
old
even listen.
Kanye, I'll agree with.
Even the new stuff, other than his newest one that just came out, is trash. But before that,
No, the album before that was not good either.
it had some songs.
The, like gospel-y song, the gospel-y one?
There's
Or am I
one
thinking
in
of a different
between
one?
that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one in between that. There's Donda.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that has some bops on it. Like
That she wrote, speech
Even-
to the young. If you are not ready for the day,
Yeah, it's a good song.
it cannot always be night.
that's a bop.
Yeah.
Flex while you work.
Exactly.
Adam?
No,
I don't know. That's a good question. Like, I'm trying to think of who I listen to the most.
what do you got?
I listen to a lot of Russ. Do you guys know Russ? But like, he's not. I wouldn't consider him like a top rapper of all time. I do. Kanye's probably in there. Like J. Cole and Kendrick. I listen to a lot of their
those
stuff.
are good
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
those
those
are
are
good
my
ones.
top
Yep.
five.
Yep. Kendrick definitely. is top
Drake.
five.
Drake as well, obviously.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'd probably say Kendrick, J. Cole, and Kanye are probably would be my 3. But like, I also
Yep.
feel like there's just got to be so many people that
Yeah.
I'm missing.
I think I go Drake up at the top. I think he just gets me. Drake, 21 Savage is definitely up there for me.
21.
Lil Wayne is definitely up
Oh
there.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
And then those last 2 spots are tough because there would be a lot that would go in there for me. Old Kanye would go in there for me. J. Cole, Kendrick, I agree with that completely.
Like, does Jay-Z Does Jay-Z do it for you?
Necessarily.
Okay.
Ho.
Like
Rick Ross.
Kevin
Kevin
I'd say
Gates.
Kevin
Kevin Gates is
Gates.
probably up there for me.
Kevin Gates.
just love
Really?
him. Yeah.
Wow.
God,
DMX.
Balls, one for the hood. Future.
That Future and
Future's a good one.
that album that Future did with he did with Kanye, right? Yeah.
Do you like
Yeah.
a lot of the old rappers like Biggie?
Tupac?
I think Snoop deserves honorable mention up here, right?
I'm
No,
going
Drake.
through-
Drake and Future. I'm like sitting here like Kanye and Future didn't do a album.
Dave, throw that background suppressant back on.
Why is it bad?
Yeah, well, not bad. It's just a little echoey. Rick Ross,
Dr. Dre, Ludacris.
Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
Are you going?
Yeah.
That's loud.
Taliban.
If no Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna.
Oh, dude, Metro Boomin too is a producer, beats guy. Wow.
Someone that like on my day list, I feel like I've been getting a lot of like early, like 2000s, 2010s rap, and a lot of T.I. has been on there. T.I. had some bangers.
Acceptable. Yeah.
You know who's a great
Definitely.
rapper is Logic.
Yeah.
Logic's really good.
He's a good rapper.
I mean, there's so many.
Yeah,
Just-
there are.
there
They really are.
is my
Migos.
is
Does
my
Migos make it?
Quavo. Yeah.
I don't know
Young
if
Dolph,
they do
is
for
They
Young
don't
Dolph up
make
there?
it.
Oh, who are we missing, guys?
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk. He's gotta be up there.
Is that who you were thinking?
Oh, is Lil Durk slang for Lil Dicky? Because that's who I was talking about.
Oh no, Lil Durk's actually a rapper. Lil
Oh,
Dicky's
okay.
unbelievable.
Young Thug.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, Young Thug's good.
LL Cool J.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yo, Gotti.
I'm going through this. This is Billboard.com, apparently.
Swizz
Best
Beatz?
rappers.
Key Glock.
So according to Billboard.com, as written on February 8th of 2023, the top 10 is Nicki Minaj,
Oh,
Snoop Dogg, Drake, Lil Wayne, Biggie, Eminem,
yeah.
Tupac, Nas, Kendrick Lamar, and Jay-Z.
They put Jay-Z at 1.
All depends what your preferences are, really.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. Jay-Z at 1, but I respect the guy.
Because like I'm sure there's a lot of people that like Drake's probably like they like Drake, but like in terms of like a rapper, they might not call top 10, just
Yeah, 'cause-
depending on like what kind of rap you like, you know?
He's singing some also.
That's true.
Yep, love that. That really, we took a turn from zesty songs straight into top rappers right there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not either. I like it. I like it a
Chris, do you
lot.
want to get into your McDonald's conspiracy?
Chris's conspiracy corner presented by the World Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah.
You
All right,
wanna
so
get
this
into
isn't necessarily a conspiracy, but it's definitely a question that needs to be asked.
Okay.
So, I'm a fan of McDonald's breakfast. Big
Right.
fan.
Yeah.
I was there the other day. Do you guys remember when McDonald's used to have 2 hash browns for $1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was looking at the menu pricing, and I do have somewhat of a, some people might call it an odd order because I don't like their eggs. So I get a sausage and cheese biscuit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I get.
Okay. Sausage and cheese biscuit is $2.49 at McDonald's. One hash brown right now currently is $2.19.
Whoa.
That's
That
absurd.
math
Whoa.
doesn't work out to me.
That math ain't mathing.
That
The
hash
price of
brown
potatoes
is maybe a quarter of a potato shredded up, right? Like the price of potatoes. You're telling me the biscuit that sausage and a piece of cheese is 20 cents more expensive than a patty of shredded potatoes. That's wild to me.
That is wild. That is kind of asinine.
It's a scam.
I don't like it.
Well, and so like I kind of I was like, this seems odd to me, and so I looked it up, and
So you blew up the girl in the thing. You're like, I want a discount on this hash brown.
no,
in
I
my
got home and
day-
I looked it up, and I was like, hey, is anybody else noticing this? And there, lo and behold, there's articles on it, and McDonald's has come out and admitted that their strategy is to raise prices on sides because they make more margins on it, and that's what people are more inclined to buy. Like you're more inclined to go and get the main meal with the side than you are to just go get the sides, right? So I don't know if that makes any sense, but
Like,
that's
not
what
many
they-
people are just rolling up in there and saying, I'll have a hash brown and a coffee.
right.
They're like, I'm going to get a sausage biscuit with cheese and a coffee, and I need the hash brown as my
Right.
little side.
And so they feel like they can raise the prices on the sides because it's like almost not an option. Because
Is that reflective in the meal pricing?
yes, dude.
Okay.
It is reflective in the meal pricing too, which is crazy to me. And like,
Because I've pretty much always been like an a la carte guy at fast food. Like I'm very rarely being like, can I get a large number 4? Like I'm like, can I get 2 McDoubles, a McChicken, and a medium fry?
you kind of are an odd guy.
I'm an a la carte guy.
You're
not
an
an-
odd guy.
I'm not an like a off the like any of the like a number 2. I'm a la carte. I've always been that.
I'm
way.
a meal guy.
I'm a
At-
meal guy for real,
at
for real.
McDonald's. I'm like, yeah,
I'm
give me the,
typically
give
a
me that
meal guy and then an extra little spicy guy or something extra.
So
you're-
a la carte
You're a
in
little
on
meal.
the-
You're a little meal plus one,
Meal
not
bonus
fully
guy.
a
an
la carte.
appetizer. Some
It
would say.
shows too.
An appetizer or a post meal snack.
So a lot of it is because like I'm not a big like I'm not a soda guy, so I very rarely like get a drink. So I don't want to be charged for the drink, and I like a little bit of everything. Like I want the burger and the chicken, not just the burger.
See, I get it at like a Taco Bell for sure. Like I'm a big a la carte guy at a Taco Bell, but at McDonald's, I'm taking the meal.
Yeah.
What
no,
what
that's
are you
fair.
getting?
Well, let's see.
What's the meal?
He's
I
a Big
love
Mac
the
guy.
McNugget. No,
Oh.
dude, I think I've had one Big Mac in my entire life. I'm not a
I
big.
don't know why I thought you were a Big Mac guy.
No, I'm a quarter pounder guy.
Okay,
Ooh,
that's fair.
Yeah,
double quarter pounder.
I've
That's
never
a-
had a double quarter
a
pounder.
double
Shockingly,
That's a lot of meat.
shockingly, never dabbled in the double quarter pounder.
I've had the double quarter pounder.
But I don't like the third piece of bread on a Big Mac.
Yeah.
And I'm also not a
Just
big
wasted
Thousand
carbs.
Island guy.
Secret
No.
sauce.
No, not anything to do with the amount of carbs. Just the fact that that's extra bread. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
It's secret sauce, not Thousand Island, Dave.
Yeah, well, not a big secret sauce guy.
All right. So second part to this, and it's unrelated but somewhat related still because it's still in the food category. But again, not a conspiracy. I'm just trying to point out things here to the
Okay.
world and kind of bring some light to some of this stuff. So Uber Eats and DoorDash. Do you guys know that the prices of the items on those apps are also marked up?
Yeah, I've noticed.
So it's like anywhere from like 75 cents to $1.20 more just for the items on there. And then you get charged the service fee and then a tax.
And then a
And then-
delivery fee.
Well, let's say you have the subscription. So you negate the delivery fee and you get like 10% off the service fee. But then what they try and do is this is where they try and get really sneaky is they bring up that suggested tip, right?
Yep.
And that suggested tip is always based on the full service fee, the full taxes, and the increased menu prices.
Yeah.
And it's because
that's
they're trying to
crazy.
pay their drivers less and basically make up for it by you thinking that you need to tip more,
Mm-hmm.
which is a
Yeah,
scam to me.
that is kind of a scam.
I did order pickup today from Soul Taco, and the tip options, which I did order pickup. So the fact that they're even asking me for tip options, it was 10, 15, and 20, and I had to do custom and put 0.
Yeah.
Like 0 wasn't an option. I had to go out of my way to type 0.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I did it.
They want you to think about it. You're like, are you really gonna tip these people
So
0?
when we the day after Kent's wedding in Miami, we went out to brunch. Adam, you were there.
I was there.
Dave was not. Were you there, Dave?
You
were not there. So
no,
big
nope.
group, right? And so naturally the 20% tip, the gratuity was already included. And then so she flips around the iPad and our friend Jack was like, oh, this place is awesome. These are the most like reasonable suggested tips I've ever seen, because it was 3% or 2%, 3%, and 5% or something like that. And he was like, this is awesome. And he's like, he clicked the 5%. And he was like, I love them, like not trying to get a lot of tips. And I looked at him and I was like,
Buddy,
pal, that's on top of the already 20% gratuity that was included on the bill.
Oh no. Poor guy.
you always got to check if they're tossing that gratuity on there.
Sneaky.
Oh wow.
What's Little Dicky say about that?
In Save That Money,
Save
one
That
of the
Money.
best songs of all time.
All time?
That song, I should have played that for a song that makes me feel zesty. Yeah, he says something about tipping.
Looking at the check or something.
Yeah.
I forget what the line
Got the
is.
iced coffee with the bacon on the side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thinking what's the difference between the bacon cheeseburger to making my decision.
And then he freaks out.
That was good, Adam. That was good. Good call back there.
Exactly.
Stop going Yelp in a minute. Oh, you didn't
All
even
right.
mean to put that? I'm so sorry.
My last
good song,
conspiracy
good song.
is
Don't
just
double charge
inflation
me
in
for
general. Yeah.
Don't double charge me for it.
Oh, that is Chris's Conspiracy Corner, brought to you by the World Wildlife
Like,
Foundation.
did you just cut yourself off on the I thought you said there was one more thing about
Oh,
inflation.
it's just inflation in general. That's just a conspiracy.
It is.
I'm sick of it.
I am sick of it.
Just ridiculous.
This used to be a country where I could go to McDonald's, get up 2 McDoubles, a McChicken, and a medium fry, and I could buy it all with $5 whole.
Yeah. So do you guys have either of you ever heard the name Caleb Hammer or seen any of his like budgeting financial audit videos? He's on YouTube. He's got like 1 million subscribers, pretty famous.
I don't think I
Maybe
have.
I've seen a video, but the name's not ringing a bell.
Yeah, he basically just yells at people for having debt, and it's hilarious. But he gives financial tips and stuff. But anyway, I was watching one of the financial audit episodes the other day, and he was talking about this guy's 401k, and he was like, with how much you're going to have in there, you should expect to have about $6.2 million in your 401k when you retire. And if you adjust that for inflation, you can expect about 3.2 million. And my jaw dropped because I was like, what? Because apparently with inflation adjusted in today's dollars, that 6.2 million is actually only 3.2 million because of inflation. That's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
That's too much.
Just taking money out of our pockets.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying. I hate that.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy. So that's Chris Conspiracy Corner, presented by World Wildlife Foundation.
There you go. Save the animals.
The only thing I don't love about Zoom is I can't see where we're at on time.
We started, the meeting was already 13 minutes long, so we are at
math, baby, math.
3 minus 2 is 53. 53 minutes. We got 7 minutes left.
Oh, then let's just go straight into Daily Dozen trivia.
All right.
Oh wow. All right. No
sports this week. All right.
Yep. All right.
How we looking?
Look at that.
Oh, we're
Takes
seeing
up the whole screen. I love it.
All right.
I can even zoom in for you.
Oh, you don't need to do that.
How about that?
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Where are we starting?
All right.
Here?
I think we go in order again.
Same order again? Okay.
Yep.
NFL it is.
NFL.
After 3 straight NFC championship losses, Donovan McNabb and the Eagles finally went to the Super Bowl after defeating this NFC South team in 2005 NFC title game.
I think
That has
it's
to be the
Tampa
Titans.
Bay bucket. The Titans are in the AFC. I think it's going to have to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think that's right.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wrong.
Oh,
Hot start.
Oh, wow. I was confident.
Let's see how we can do.
Oh,
college football is the next subject. This Mountain West school had running backs with back-to-back 2,000 plus yards in 2016 and 2017 with Donnell Pumphrey.
Donnell Pumphrey.
Is San Diego State in the Mountain West?
It is. It's San Diego State's the answer. But I wanted you to say it first.
San Diego
State, the last one.
Ba-ba.
All right, MLB, a career 309 hitter. This outfielder made 6 All-Star teams while playing for the White Sox from 1997.
Maglio Ordonez.
Bingo.
Maglio.
It's 2 G's.
Mag. Ordonez. Ordonez. All
Good,
right, good job, guys.
good.
Geography. What is the state capital of Missouri?
Yeah!
Jefferson
Yeah!
City.
Oh.
Oh,
no. Who is that?
Oh,
It's definitely
no.
2 guys.
It is 2
Oh,
men.
can it be 2 guys? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know it could do that.
I mean,
I think the middle
the
is
face?
Tom Felton,
Oh, it does look like
who plays Draco.
It does look like old Draco.
I like that answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Who's the outside?
Trying to block his face.
Same.
Oh, wait, hold on. You okay.
It's got a solid.
Uh,
It's got a solid chin, little facial stubble.
well, is that part of him or part of Tom Felton? Old
Felton
Tom
doesn't
Felton.
have that
Is
stubby.
that
Oh, that's true.
Robert
Not
Downey
right.
Jr.?
I could
I
see it,
don't. Someone looks at us right now. We all
But I
have our
don't-
hands up in the
but
air.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's his hair.
That hair kind of looks like Bradley Cooper,
Yeah,
But
it does
it's-
kind of look like Bradley.
but I don't.
No.
I feel like Bradley Cooper doesn't have that wide of a face.
I agree with that.
Man, I don't
Shoot.
know.
I don't either. Oh. Should we come back?
Yeah,
is
we'll
the
come.
mouth the same as the person with the hair?
No, the mouth goes with Tom Felton. I think.
It also just like might not be Tom Felton.
It
I
looks like him,
It looks
though.
like him to me, but
I'm on board with Tom Felton. I don't know. We got to come back. Exit
There's
out
some-
at the top.
Exit
top
out,
right.
exit out,
there's
exit
some
out.
gray in there.
Grocery,
Grocery
products.
products.
Founded in 1982, this brand of powdered and artificially sweetened beverage mixes is most known for its lemonade variety. And
Minute
in
Maid.
2004, it began saying single serve. Is it
I don't
Minute
know.
Maid?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't think so.
Not even an option, so no.
What was Crystal Light?
Crystal Light, great.
Crystal
answer.
Light goes back to
Yeah,
1982.
yeah. Oh, yeah. What were they doing before?
I mean, but single serving on the go is what I remember them for. So that's just what I
agree.
feel it is.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. Bang!
Look at
Nice.
there. Good answer, Adam. Good answer.
Tatiana Maslany had this lead role in the 2022 Disney Plus Marvel miniseries playing
She-Hulk.
Jennifer Walters. Yep, She-Hulk it is.
Never even heard of that.
Attorney at law.
She-Hulk attorney at law.
Shouldn't it be She-Hulk Esquire?
Esquire.
I love that word. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage play an FBI agent and a terrorist who swap identities after an experimental surgery in this 1997
Face Off.
sci-fi
It's face off.
Show me Face Off.
You spelled face off. A before the C.
Face Off. A before E, except after his Y.
Never heard of that movie.
Winning American
here
Idol
we
this
go.
year, dropped the hit
Jordan
song.
Sparks.
Jordan Sparks.
Jordan Sparks. That's a
IN.
zesty song.
IN. All right.
I'm gonna
We got to lock in here because we got a reshot on NFL. So
We
we
could
get
double
this.
dip.
Yeah, we could double dip. Shoot. I don't know. That does look like Tom.
Who has
Felton.
that beard?
That's what I'm trying to think of. It kind of looks like it kind of also doesn't though. What's the Wolverine guy's name?
So I was just kind of thinking potentially Hugh Jackman.
It could be. He's kind of. I don't
Does Matt Damon doesn't have hair like that?
know.
No.
I kind of feel good about Hugh Jackman.
I don't hate it.
Tom
Let's do
Feldman.
it. Yeah.
Hugh Jackman. What's the guy? The poor man's Hugh Jackman.
We got to try this one again, right?
Double
It's
dip.
in
NFL.
So NFC
oh,
South,
wow, okay.
that would be your Falcons. It's
the
not your
Falcons.
Buccaneers.
It's
Your
the
New
Saints.
Orleans
Texans.
Saints.
Texans are AFC.
And your
I voted nothing.
who's the other?
Oh shoot.
Panthers.
The Panthers. Oh, it could be Steve Smith, Jake Delhomme.
They were pretty good at that time.
Yeah.
Over Drew Brees.
You
Yeah.
know what? It is the Panthers because I think they beat the Rams sucked at that point already.
Still no with the double dip.
Who was it?
Gosh. How do
Who
I go?
was it?
How do we do this?
Reed Mormon? No. That's how it's calculated. View corrected.
correct.
So it's got to be the
Falcons.
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 I did not
The-
think it was the Falcons. That was my least.
It was Javier Bardem. Who is Javier Bardem?
I wouldn't have got that in 100 years. I've never even heard of that man.
He is a Spanish actor.
Oh yeah, right.
He's
not
in-
that.
He's
A
in
true
Dune
Spaniard.
2. That's got to be the only reason.
No Country for Old Men won some awards and stuff.
I know, but Dune's obviously hot right now, you know?
Wow.
Who? Who was the other one? Oh, Tom Felton was correct.
So Tom
Yeah.
Felton was right.
Damn.
Yep.
Close. guys.
Wow.
We'll get a 10 out of 10.
Well, the
Or
Or
dozen
9
that was
out of
brought-
9.
Dozens brought to you by Barstool Sports.
Shout out.
Sure.
Fun fact.
I felt good about my trivia performance today, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did great. I didn't
Well,
do anything.
I screwed up.
You were on the
Right.
keys?
I do play the keys.
Someone's got to play the keys.
You were also big on confirming. You were like, yes,
Yeah,
Crystal
yeah,
Light,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
good
yeah.
answer,
Good answer, good answer.
Yeah,
good
making
answer, good
me
answer.
feel
locker
good about
room
my
guy,
answers.
locker room guy.
Exactly.
Glue guy. I'm a glue guy.
Oh man. All right.
All right, good show
That's
tonight,
episode
boys.
26, folks.
That's it.
A lot of
Good.
nonsense
Another-
on the docket.
Another one in the books.
Pleasure
Good.
as always, gentlemen.
Oh, real quick before we go off, we got to
Sure.
give a shout out to our top listener, Zach. Proposed to my sister this past week, so they're engaged. So that's big news for
Wow.
our top listener,
We love him here.
Zach Maddie. Way to go!
Shout out Zach.
Proud of him. Future brother-in-law, right there.
Wow. Beautiful.
Official,
Love that.
soon to be
Young
member of
Young
the
love.
Nightly Nonsense family.
Yeah.
And in-law of the family.
Exactly.
Shout out
All
Zach.
right, gentlemen.
All right, that's all.
As
we
always.
That was she wrote.
That's Nightly Nonsense.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
See ya.
Same.